So a completely random guy at Target is now an internet sensation.
Meet Alex from Target. You may have seen the hashtag.
There's a hashtag, Alex from Target.
Since the image was posted on Twitter Sunday afternoon, the hashtag Alex from Target has now been tweeted more than 1.5 million times and even landed the teen an appearance on Ellen.
Have you had wedding, like marriage proposals? And
I mean, yeah.
A Target rep says they're surprised at all of this.
What?
this might just be a marketing ploy?
Ladies, you have been lied to. You have been manipulated. Alex from Target was dangled in front of you intentionally, and you took the bait.
Lied to? Manipulated? Is this whole hashtag Alex from Target fake? Say it ain't so. We've got BuzzFeed reporter Ryan Broderick joining us from New York. All right, Ryan, you spoke with the CEO of the company who claims to be behind this viral campaign. So is it true? Were we all duped?
Absolutely not. I mean, if you watched it grow on Twitter, it was almost impossible for someone to orchestrate that sort of thing. It grew very organically out of fandom groups, and when I spoke to the CEO of this breaker company, he couldn't really point to any certain moment where they took control and made it go viral. I saw no proof of it.
Right, so he's claiming now, the CEO, when you spoke to him, like you said, he's claiming now that he started the hashtag Alex from Target. But then, according to Twitter tracker Topsy, the first person to use the hashtag is actually a guy named Peyton, right? So then how is it that Breaker could have been involved in this situation?
That's what I couldn't figure out. I was on the phone with him, and I kept listing Twitter users that had used the hashtag early on. Everything on the internet is traceable. So to say you did something is, you have to back it up.
Right.
So I read them off, and he didn't know any of them. And so we kept going around in circles where I was a little confused as to how, and in fact, at one point I asked him, do you think it's fair to say that you are responsible? And he kind of took a step back and said, we were part of the chain reaction, but I couldn't figure out what part of the chain reaction they jumped in on.
So let's try and clarify this, because I think this actually might clarify it, because then we got a tweet from Breaker last night that says, apology for any confusion tonight at something for not working for us, but we did help promote the picture with the hashtag Alex from Target. So that means they're saying, okay, we promoted it, but we didn't start it, right? Now they're backtracking a little bit.
That's what made no sense. I asked them about it, and they compared it to when a band like One Direction picks up a piece of content and it goes viral. The only problem is One Direction has millions of Twitter followers. Breaker's Twitter account has 1,000 followers. And when I asked him about that, he claimed that they were strategic follows that could influence Twitter networks. When I asked him for specific accounts that he believed helped them influence his hashtag, he couldn't give me any examples. So once again, we just kind of kept running around in circles. It was very strange for them to claim that they had any sort of hand in this.
We all have to admit, this is like an insane phenomenon. The fact that this guy suddenly has hundreds of thousands of followers just because he's like hashtag, Alex from Target. That being said, I'm happy that you brought up the fact that Breaker only has 1,000 some odd followers, because it seems as if this really caught fire because of YouTube influencers. Yeah.
That's right. So there are these little pockets of mainly teenage girls who support YouTubers, guys on Vine, people in bands like 5 Seconds of Summer, and they share things all day long. And they make memes and they play games with each other. And this is a really good example of a game that was started by 5 Seconds of Summer fans. And it was like, look, he looks like, a member that could be in the band. This is so funny. Who is he? And it started to grow and grow and grow, and more fandoms picked it up. And so Breaker's assessment that this was fandom-based isn't wrong. What I couldn't really figure out was how they thought that they had organized it, because getting fans to do anything is almost impossible. They do whatever they feel like.
You know what it seems like now, though? It seems like Breaker just wanted to get some publicity for this whole thing. Because ultimately now we're all talking about Breaker, and we'd really never heard of Breaker before this situation. Suddenly this guy comes out and he's like, hey, we were part of spreading this hashtag Alex from Target, and now suddenly we're all talking about it, right?
And that's what I'm afraid of. See, the most fun part about a meme like this is that it's genuine, it's organic.
Right.
But if a brand like Breaker can jump on it and make headlines, what's to say other brands aren't going to try to do it too? And we had a bad enough time where we found out that like someone who was twerking was lit on fire, turned out to be Jimmy Kimmel.
Right.
So that's a hoax there. But now we have to worry about retroactive hoaxes, which is too complicated to even comprehend, really.
Right. Now,
I mean,
Sorry, before we let you go, I just want to read a statement from Target. They said, let us be completely clear. We had absolutely nothing to do with the creation, listing, or distribution of the photo, and we have no affiliation whatsoever with the company that is taking credit for its results. So there you go. Were we duped? Were we not duped? I guess we don't really know, but we're thinking maybe we were not duped and that this was for real.
I think that's a safe bet, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Ryan. We appreciate it. Bringing us #Alex from Target.